You're listening to Edging the Truth.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Two Steps from the Edge, a podcast brought to you by the hearts and minds of Edging the Truth, where we take you to the edge of the truth, but no further. On this week's Two Steps, we got a couple of interesting topics, I think. I'm going to start off with mine, which is actually a topic that's well. First, let me welcome Andy Big Fudge to us today. We got me and Fudge are on the Two Steps. I didn't mean to crawl over your intro there.
Yeah, no worries, brother.
I'm just so excited for these topics.
Yeah.
The topic I picked today builds on a topic we already did on chemtrails. Apparently, it's a bigger problem than we thought. This is actually from a real news thing, Independent. Conspiracy theories about geoengineering are harming research. So basically, geoengineering is anything that we're trying to do to fight climate change. From that, it could be from seawalls to, even some people would even say that windmills are geoengineering because we're trying to change the face of stuff. Some would even say solar powers are geoengineering. So it's anything we're doing to try to fight this. Well, chemtrails and other of these conspiracy theories are harming this actual science, because every time somebody's trying to get actual sciencey stuff done, people keep coming with conspiracy theories on anything and everything, from your classic windmills kill all the birds to just we're killing all the fish by doing all this seawall mitigation. Like, it's just every single thing we're trying to do as a positive towards climate stuff, people are turning into a negative or pulling out some crazy. So, Fudge, what are you thinking on this? I mean, this is stacking on our stacks. It's like, I guess we were just so focused on chemtrails, I didn't think about how much further down the rabbit hole of multi-stage conspiracies this goes. I believe that's called stacks on stacks.
Yeah, stacks on stacks on stacks. Yeah, this is weird because I definitely didn't think about it either, but it makes sense, right? Like, these conspiracies, they just get out into the world and they seemingly spread like wildfire. And depending on where everybody consumes their media, their news and stuff like that, certain organizations are known for pushing some of this kind of stuff. So yeah, I mean, it's the chemtrails are giving us the vaccine. They're making the frogs gay. The windmills are killing birds.
Plus making the birds gay.
Yeah. Also making the birds gay. We haven't looked into that as well.
We got to stop the gay bird revolution.
There are gay birds and gay frogs that are about to team up and fuck our shit up. Okay. But yeah,
it's going to be fabulous.
So many people feed into this, right? And it was the same thing during the whole COVID thing. It's they didn't want to believe scientists and doctors or whatever. So even if they are the most credible source on this, everybody's like, oh no, that's fake. You're lying to me. Fake news. I don't believe 100%. In science. No. So I'm 100% can see why this is going on. And it's not surprising at all. And I can't imagine it's just this that is being affected by this too.
Well, here's the problem is that because the nut jobs come out for this stuff, that means that you can't have a serious discussion on it. So it's like this stuff won't come up for legislation. People will be less likely to touch it or mess with it because they don't want to bring out the wackos. You know what I'm saying? So it is hampering future research because people are like, oh my God, I got this great thing that's going to be so good. And like I actually have something we could distribute from planes. It'll help climate change and blah, blah, blah. And then all these nuts will be like, I knew it, and like, so it's like nobody will even entertain the good because to avoid the wacky. And I mean, honestly, that's kind of been one of those things that's been true of science for years and years and years, not just for this. It's just science in general. A lot of time, that's why they kind of publish stuff in those journals that nobody else reads but other scientists, because if you put too much stuff out in the mainstream, the nutballs come out for it, So I mean, it's just kind of one of those
Right.
things, but because media and everything is so much more in your face all the way around, and the crazy can amplify so much faster. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I mean, I know people that are like, when the aliens come, they're going to be like, oh, this is a false flag for the government. And it's just like, they won't believe that they're real aliens no matter what, you know, like, it's just like, that's, I mean, but that's the whole
100%.
thing. So it's just, it's that, it used to be that was like normal percentage of population crazy. Okay. And now that crazy is getting into a bigger chunk. It just seems like people are, I mean, it's just from election denial to all this stuff. It's just people are no longer willing to believe the truth. People are no longer willing to believe the sky is blue.
The shit's coming from the top now. You have people, active fucking members in Congress or the House or whatever it is, fucking talking about you piece of shit, Lauren Boebert, that are QAnon believers that have talked about QAnon at fucking events and shit like that, and spouted these conspiracies and these lies. Marjorie Taylor Greene's done the same fucking shit. It's all at the top. And so these people just fucking eat it up. They love it. These crazy, you get these people at the top starting to talk about it. Like you said, the crazies start to come out and they fucking love it. They can't get enough of it.
Mm-hmm. So it's just one of those things, man. And but it's just, that's the thing too. It's like, the crazies vote, I guess, because I don't know how space lasers, got elected and reelected. Okay. It's like, I don't understand. And it's just like, and so it's like, that means her constituency, because, only like 20-25% of the population votes. So it's like 50% votes, half Republican, half Democrat, basically. So it's like 25% of this population. And, so if we go 100% of the population smart, bottom 20% stupid, and that 20%'s all voting one way. Like, it's, that seems to be what's happening. I'm not saying, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? But, but it's just,
you know what I'm saying?
But that's the thing. So, so that you hit the prime example, Fudge. I go to Congress now with a great idea on how to geoengineer something. I have to go through Crazy Pants Jones, who thinks that the lesbian frogs are teaching our children drag queen stuff. It's just like, you can't get an honest argument through there. She's not going to look at charts and read graphs, like. It's I don't know. What are you thinking, Fudge? We'll wrap this up. I mean, it's just, geoengineering is something that is going to have to happen for climate change, and this is, I think, the first time that I can think of that a conspiracy theory can actually literally affect us and hurt us.
Oh, for sure. It's honestly kind of scary how this misinformation and the shit that gets out there, the shit people believe. Because before this, a lot of times you just write it off. Oh no, you're crazy. Come on, dude, shut up. You're full of shit. And now it's like, okay, you guys are full of shit, but seriously, shut up. Like, you're starting to fuck some stuff up here. And depending on what you believe, if you believe it or not, I know, Brian, you and I both do. And the clear signs of it, something's got to give, something has to happen. And if this fucks it up, all of us are going to end up paying for it in the end. So,
but who knew that us talking about chemtrails and, straight up water vapor in the sky is just the tip of the crazy iceberg on what is actually hampering us from fighting climate change. Like, because if you add it, because it's the crazies that believe in chemtrails, it's the crazies that believe in the gay frogs, the crazies that believe in windmills, crazies that believe in this. When you stack all them crazies up together, that's a big block of crazy. So, and they're all together fighting the same fight against sane scientists. And none of those people are scientists, obviously. None of those people are in the educated portion of the population. So
they've got their own experiments that they conduct, but they are nowhere near a fucking scientist. And
no, they involve Mentos and a Diet Coke bottle.
Oh man, I think we've hit everything we can on this.
No, I'm just
Sorry.
saying with this one, especially that I think this is a topic we may need to go further in later. That chemtrails,
Sure.
as what that I thought was a one and done, I feel like that this is the modern conspiracy, is this, and I think this is something that we will be hitting on more as we go on. So, Fudge, what do you got for us now? What you got for us?
Mine's a little lighter than this. It was kind of something I saw on the news today that just made me laugh. So it's about Chat GPT, something we've talked about before. So a professor at the University of Texas A&M or Texas A&M University Commerce, whatever. His name is Dr. Jared Mumm. He is a campus rodeo instructor, and he also teaches ad classes. So yeehaw! So he sent this email out to every member of one of his classes, saying that their last 3 essay assignments for the semester, everyone would be receiving an X in the course. So that basically means incomplete. If it doesn't get done, they fail. And these are, mind you, this is a class of seniors that have graduated, walked at graduation, and now are having their diplomas held over this. So Mom explained, because he used Chat GTP. So he says the name of the thing wrong. He's obviously not super familiar with it. So he used this to test whether they'd use the software to write the papers, and the bot claimed to have authored every single one. Only problem with this is ChatGPT can't do that. It's not designed to do that. There have been multiple instances of this false claim by ChatGPT. He's GPT. It's not made to detect material composed by AI. You can actually poke and prod this thing enough, and it will claim to have written passages from novels and shit like that. So this went viral on Reddit originally. A user on Reddit posted a screenshot of the email. His fiance is in this class, and it's kind of gone viral from there. So you know how it blows up on Reddit. You know how the Reddit community is. Another Redditor, did some research into this guy and was trying to do some investigating of his own. So he plugged in this doctor's dissertation something on pig farming, like a paper he worked long and hard on, one of his final steps on getting his doctorate into ChatGPT, and ChatGPT came back and said, yeah, that was generated by AI. Oh yeah, the email was generated by AI too. So I don't know. What do you think about this, dude? He's later. It's being investigated by the university. I mean, he wrote in the school's grading software, I don't grade AI bullshit. And he's like forcing students, sending timestamps of shit, like trying to have them prove that they didn't use it. So I don't know, but this came across the desk today at work, Brian, and it made me laugh. It also made me feel bad for these seniors that are about to graduate and trying to move on with their lives. But this guy clearly does not know how to fucking use it. And for him to just, try to take these people's diplomas away is wild as fuck. So
ChatGPT is the basis of, it's in the end, it's AI code that's the basis of a lot of other programs. And I know that there are programs that people have used that base to write ones that can detect papers written by ChatGPT. So, but ChatGPT itself does not do this. And let me tell you, from just talking to my father about AI and stuff, he has no fucking clue. Okay? He has no clue. He doesn't fucking understand it. He doesn't understand the power that it can do. Now it's him because it's him because he's talking to all these other old men, these old police chiefs and all these old people and stuff like that, where they're like, AI is so dangerous and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you guys don't even fucking understand it. Like, have you used it? No, why would I use it? Well, then you don't understand it.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like, so it's, so, and then there's the people with the rudimentary understanding where they just know enough. Like they read an article online they didn't quite understand, but clicked the link and started messing with it. You know what I'm saying? And it's, I mean, a lot of, I don't even understand a lot of it, to be honest. And I feel like I'm versed in it. And we keep finding new AI stuff every day. Hell, I'm looking at a research thing right now to edit my podcast because there's an editor, like an AI bot that will cut the angles for you. So if you're using a multicam thing, it'll go through your whole thing and cut the camera angles for you. And it's like but yes, we got Red in the background here, and what he's saying is exactly the point I was about to make, is that AI isn't really AI. It's just a machine that's learning. And in the end, it's a giant library. And when you're writing a college paper, I got a master's degree. I know the vibes. I wrote a long ass fucking paper, like, and I did it in the early days of the internet. Like, so I had an onion on my belt, which was the style of the time. But all of it, like, besides the data I had from my experiments, everything else was somebody else's shit. And the only difference between plagiarism is a bibliography. So as long as you cite what you copied and pasted that shit from, that's called valid research. So it's like, and all Chat GPT is doing is taking, it's scouring the internet and for this information, it's scouring its data banks for stuff, and it's spitting it out to you. It's just not giving you the bibliography. But in the end, facts are facts are facts. So if you say Lincoln is shot and ChatGPT says Lincoln is shot, and then the guy puts it through the thing and it says, oh yeah, ChatGPT said Lincoln was shot. It's like, yeah, it's a fact. Like, it's, of course the computer's going to spit out facts.
Yeah, it happened.
So most of the paper is going to be facts that I would have given you anyway. So it's a mix of stupid and it's college papers, man. The whole purpose of it is to prove that you can do it. Who cares if the computer wrote it? I hate to say, college is a time to go have sex, drugs, and rock and roll, and show up to class every now and then and get a degree that fucking you can't really do nothing with. That even all jobs right now are saying, like, they still have to train you from the ground up anyway. It doesn't matter what the hell your degree is in, even if you're in the field you're in. So, but taking their diplomas away after they've walked, I'm gonna go have ChatGPT print me out one.
Apparently, he has a history of this. Like, he has flunked classes before, like entire classes before, and several whole classes in a similar fashion, rather than question the validity of his methods for detect cheaters. This is an old guy that is stuck in his ways. That has it's his way or the highway. You're not calling him out. Power trip. Oh, even if he doesn't know how to use the program, doesn't know what it's called, and doesn't know how it actually works, he's right. God damn it. But he this article is from Rolling Stone. I recommend you go read it. It multiple laugh out loud moments when you just think about it while you're reading this. And by the way, he declined to comment. I wonder why he declined to comment on the article, Brian.
He declined to comment that he was a fucking idiot. And he's educating our children, and he's a fucking stoop that doesn't even understand how computers work. Yeah.
Stick to the rodeo instructing, Dr. Munn.
Yes. Oh my God, I forgot that. I forgot that part. That he was the rodeo instructor guy too.
Campus,
like, stick to your rodeo.
Campus rodeo instructor that also teaches ag classes.
Yeah. That means he teaches you how to plant some fucking seeds. Like, Jesus Christ.
Were they really hurting for ag teachers? We're like, were they really hurting for ag teachers that bad at Texas A&M Commerce that they were like, yeah, this guy teaches rodeo. I mean, we'll probably hire him for cheap.
Cows eat food, right? They
again,
eat
Red Red asks from backstage. By the way, who writes papers in a rodeo class?
Yeah.
I don't know if this
Well-
exactly was a rodeo class. It sounds like he does that and then other like agriculture classes, but that is fucking hilarious to think about, Red. Like, yeah, this is your final in the rodeo is write me a paper. No, how about you ride the bull? Jesus Christ.
You gotta write a
I
paper
think we've
while you're
laughed
riding the
enough
bull.
at this guy and yeah. Oh, that's yeah. That's way better. Well, shame on you, Dr. Munn. Let those kids graduate. I really hope that doesn't get held up. Like they've fucking, like you said, college is the time to go have fun, party, figure yourself out. But they also made it 4 years. They made it through the classes. Give them their fucking degree and get over yourself. This has been 2 Steps from the Edge, episode number 8. Brian, you got any final thoughts for us before we get out of here?
Follow us at Edging the Truth on all platforms. Go to edgingthetruth.com for all your Edging the Truth needs. Buy the merch there. Call the voicemail line. There's all the merch we can get here. We got great shirts. Call the voicemail. It's 917-979-6071. We want to hear from you. And we got great merch. We got MomoCon coming up here in a couple of weeks that we're going to be at. So if you're in the Atlanta area, come check us out there. Go see Red. He's got some merch. It's going to be a good time. If you like us, tell your friends. Like, share. We're growing, bit by bit here, but it's like I think we're really hitting a stride. We'd like to hear more from you. We'd like you to buy some merch, but moreover, we just like you to watch and like you to enjoy this content. Back with another episode next week. That's been 2 Steps from the Edge.
Visit edgingthetruth.com for more information and links to all our social media and podcast directories.